What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin, and we're also going to get into the altcoins that you all requested. First of all, I want to talk about how we're going to be looking at the weekly time frame here. Each candle is going to represent 1 week. I think it gives us the most clarity in the crypto space. We don't want to overreact daily fluctuations. We really want to step back and size up the entire market. So we're going to start with Bitcoin here, and we're going to work our way down. So guys, with Bitcoin, we are going to have our candle close tonight, and that's going to be our weekly candle close in about 4 hours. What I want to do is see us close up above $100,000 for this weekly candle close. So far, we have a decent weekly candle. We did get pushed down to as low as $92,000. We've been bought back up to around that $100,000 we just crossed right now. We've been as high as 104. So a lot of fight, a lot of struggle between the bulls and the bears over this $100,000 area. Like we've talked about in many videos, in my opinion, guys, I think Bitcoin's still going higher from here. We may have some more time where we consolidate, move sideways, which will give the altcoins more opportunity to run. So it could be a good thing. But as of right now, no trouble for Bitcoin that I'm seeing. On the weekly time frame, our Chainlink money flow is still at a positive 0.30. MACD, we've still had our bullish cross, just been having a nice separation here, no problem there. Then our lazy bear squeeze, we are still in the green bars. So far for Bitcoin, I think you just need to let the trend continue to work for you. Not financial advice, but sitting in those positions, letting them ride to potentially higher prices. That's going to be Bitcoin. The next one we're going to get into is Ethereum. Let me know what coins you're here for. Tried to pick as many as I could of you guys who are requesting in the last video. So for Ethereum, we're sitting right around $4,000. Main thing for Ethereum today, if we can close this candle, this weekly candle, where we are now, that would confirm a breakout from this downtrend line. With that breakout coming on heavier volume, that could give us the potential to go up and test that previous all-time high of $4,800 and then up to around that big psychological number of $5,000. But I do think Ethereum's really starting to get its legs here, guys, and it's going to do well. I know it's lag behind Bitcoin, but that's typically how it works. Is Bitcoin goes first, then it goes Ethereum, and then the money works its way down from the bigger coins to the smaller coins. So I do think Ethereum's turn is coming up here. So Chainlink and money flow has been increasing. We're at a positive 0.13. MACD, both are moving to the positive there over that zero line. And we potentially have our second trigger here in green on the weekly time frame for Ethereum with our lazy bear squeeze. So far, so good. We need to get up over top of, we'll call it $4,111, and we need to hold this white line as support, which is going to put you back around $3,700. So that's going to be for Ethereum. The next one we're going to get into is Cardano. Cardano down about 2% on the day so far. Remember, we're looking at weekly candles here. So far, so good. We're trading up above our 200-week simple moving average, which is going to be in white, and that's back around 76 cents. So that's the major area we want to hold, and that's going to correlate with this previous local top that we broke up through. So if we do start to retrace, that's the area that we really need to hold. In my opinion, Cardano still could go higher here, guys. I think we potentially could consolidate sideways. We have been as high as about $1.34. down to about that 106. So that's going to be your resistance area and your support area around that 106 that we need to hold. But we have had nice volume coming into Cardano. Overall, in the last 24 hours, we've had $1.66 billion. Overall market cap is going to put you at about $41 billion. As of now, we need to get through this $1.25, and then it would be up to around that 150 or so. And then around that $2 mark, guys, then up to 230. So those are just the overhead resistance levels that I'm looking at. Chainlink and money flow is going to be at a positive 0.27, so that's really nice there. MACD, we have had our cross up above the zero line for both, and we are green on our lazy bear squeeze there. So no problems for Cardano right now. I'm still trying to be patient, and that's just my plan as of now, guys. I think this is the time to continue to be patient, let the trend work for you, and just realize where we're at in the cycle here. If you get the Fibonacci on right here, and we go in reverse, we're basically up to that 0.382 is all the move that we've made so far. So I would look to that 0.5 and that 0.618 as potential next overhead resistances as well. So that's going to be Cardano. Next one we're going to get into, looking at my chart here that you guys were requesting, let's go to AVAX. AVAX up about 2% on the day. Excuse me. So for AVAX, major overhead resistance area, we're going to look up to $60. If we can get over top of $60, that really opens things up all the way to around probably this $100 mark. We've talked about this. Whenever you drop really hard and fast on one side, many times you'll make it up just as fast on the other side. Doesn't have to happen, but it's definite possibility. This is a beautiful weekly candle for AVAX here. Came on heavier volume. We were as low as $44. We're up to $53 right now. So if we could close where we're at, that could give us the strength to go up and attack this overhead resistance area. Chainlink money flow is going to be at a positive 0.19. MACD's looking good here above the zero line. Same with our lazy bear squeeze in the green. So AVAX also looking pretty good here. Next one, let's go to Link. Okay, so for Link, we're up about 4% on the day. Really nice move for Link. We need to continue to hold support up above $22. Overhead resistance we're looking at next is going to be $28.85, and then be up to around $35. It's a really nice move. Came on heavier volume here. Our trading volume on the day is $1.56 billion. That's looking good. Chainlink money flows at a positive 0.24. MACD both crossing above that zero line. Looking good on our lazy bear squeeze in the green there. So overall for Link, I really like to see this move. I think this is also one that's going to continue to do well in the market. Next one we're going to take a look at, let's go down through here. We're going to take a look at Litecoin. So for Litecoin, hey guys, this is where technical analysis can help you. Over the last few videos when we've been doing all the altcoins, and this is just to show you, this isn't saying I'm right, because in these markets, guys, anything can happen. So when people are bragging and saying I told you so and stuff, I think that's some of the dumbest stuff you can do. When we're looking at this Chainlink money flow is what gave it away for me on Litecoin. We had really been trading up strong up above this zero line for quite a while as we were trapped below this 200-week simple moving average and this overhead resistance at $118. So when we were down in this range, my area was $78 was what I got in on for Litecoin, and it was just due to this money flow. Just seeing that money flow starting to increase, the MACD crossing that zero line, and then our lazy bear squeeze here looking really good. So what Litecoin needs to do now, and this has come on heavier volume, we need to hold. We're going to say $115. That's just major resistance area that we just broke up through. And the next overhead resistance area, we're going to look up to $150. And then same concept like with AVAX here, how we drop so fast. It could be up to, $250, $280 very fast. I'm not saying it's going to happen right now, but when Litecoin starts to move like this, many times it can really get moving. So far so good. Those are the areas that we need to hold. We need to stay up above that main resistance area that we just broke up through, as well as this 200-week simple moving average at 105. So that's going to be Litecoin. Next one we're going to take a look at, let's go to HBAR. There's been a lot of requests for that. Let's see here. All right, guys, so one heck of a move. I'm going to get a different chart on for HBAR. Give us something with a little bit more. Let's see here. With a little bit more for us. As I thought there was more chart. I apologize. Let me try one more here. Okay, so this will give us just a little bit more information. So right here, main area of support that we need to hold was the bottom of this weekly candle. This can be at 20 cents. We have went all the way up to 40 cents here, so a heck of a move on a weekly candle. So overhead resistance here about that 40 cents. Then we're going to look up to around 45 to 50 cents, but really nice move. Came on a ton of volume here. You can see the trading volume last 24 hours is $1.53 billion. So really getting a lot of attention for this coin. Chainlink money flow is going to be at a positive 0.31. MACD's looking good. Lazy bear squeeze is looking good. So overall, this one really looking nice here, guys. A lot of volume coming in. If we do pull back a little bit, I would just look to set that weekly higher low before it potentially goes even higher with the type of volume that we've seen here. Next one, let's go to Sol. So for Solana, we're at $236. Really fighting at this overhead resistance area. So this is one thing I want you to be aware of. A lot of books will tell you for sure that once you get up to that area and you break it or have a candle close, you're for sure going to run. There's a lot of trickery in cryptocurrency. So sometimes you can go up there and then you pull all the way back and you bounce around for a while. Gold did this before it really gets going. My opinion, Solana is going to go higher than this. We are going to get this breakout, and when we get that breakout, we potentially could run up to that $500 mark. That's just my opinion on it. Everything's been looking really good here, guys. This is still a leader. Chain and money flow is going to be at a positive 0.21. MACD still looking good, and our lazy bear squeeze is also looking good. So I wouldn't sleep on Solana. I think this is one spending its time here consolidating before it really makes its move. Today we're at $3.57 billion. In terms of trading volume for the last 24 hours. Let's go to PEPE. And this here, guys, I'm just going to be calling out these numbers right here. So for PEPE on the 1 week time frame, had a really nice move here, came on big volume. Weekly candle, we need to hold 18,992 as support. Overhead resistance, we have been as high as 27,452. If we are to go higher, we're looking at big round numbers here, and we'd say that big 30,000 mark right up in that range, then beat it around that $35,000 mark. But so far, everything's looking pretty good here for PEPE. No problems. We're just going to see if that hype can continue in the meme coins. Meme coins, guys, they just don't make sense sometimes, and it's just fun to trade them. That's the main thing with meme coins. Anything can happen. Same with SHIB here. So for SHIB, 3,199 is what we're looking at. Overhead resistance, we need to get through this a really long wick. So from candle bodies, we are looking at 3,299 all the way up to 4,582 in terms of overhead resistance. In terms of support, we're going to want to hold about 2,670. Chain and money flow, positive 0.11. MACD, also looking good. And our lazy bear is looking good. So far, no problems. If we get in SUI and the blue sky breakouts, looking great here. We've been as high as around $4.51 and as low in 1 week as $3.17. So a lot of volatility in this one, but big volume here, $1.18 billion. You can see the nice volume that has come in. This is one also that still continue to go higher, guys. In my opinion, none of these I would suggest shorting. Chain and money flow, positive 0.34. MACD, everything's looking good there still. And our lazy bear squeeze, everything's in the green. So we're starting to get a little bigger on this histogram here. So just something to pay attention to, but overall looking good right now. See if there's any others I want to get into. Here's near. So for near, overhead resistance, we're going to look up to $8.28. If we can break through that, then we can really try to go up and test that $10 area. In terms of support, we're going to want to hold $6.44. Overall, this move has had good volume, no problem there. Chain and money flow is a positive 0.14. MACD to the positive. Same with our lazy bear squeeze, looking pretty good there as well. See if there's any other ones I want to get into here for you. Guys, let's go to Doge. So for Dogecoin, we are going to look up. We're going to call it about 57 cents is going to be the big area of overhead resistance off real candle bodies right over here. It's going to be resistance. In terms of support, we want to hold about 38.5 cents. Really big, strong move here, guys. Came on a lot of volume, as you can see. We have gone straight up, so if we do have weekly consolidations at a higher low, that's definitely possible before we go up and try to test some higher levels. Right now, our chain and money flow is going to be at a positive 0.29. MACD's looking good, and our lazy bear squeeze is looking good. So far, guys, no major problems here. We just got to continue to let the trends work for us. There's going to be a lot of volatility. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs, but this is where we have to be patient right now. Let the trend work for us, and then have those areas where you ladder out and you capture that profit, guys. You don't want to ride these all the way up and come all the way down. So have your limit order, your sell limit orders ready at the spots that'll be beneficial to you. If you get something from this, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. God bless each and every one of you. Take care.